Uh, well, currently, my name is Lucifen, and I am part of a OSDD system, which is OSDD is a trauma disorder like DID, previously known as multiple personality disorder. We call our little collective of peoples Rosenheim. Our body age is 21. We just celebrated a birthday, that was fun. My pronouns are they, them. Well, I started out not living on my own like most people do. I had to devise a plan to get out of my house because I was in a very controlling situation with parents. And so I packed a lot of my things. I wrote a little note and I packed all of my stuff into a truck during an hour when my folks were out of the house and left. Well, the one that picked me up was my aunt that lived in a city nearby. So I stayed with her for a while. I was intending to pay rent there, but I'm the opposite of functional. And so that didn't pan out. And I ended up on the streets there for a bit. There was a shelter in town. And it was during the festival time, so I was really lucky, and I had free breakfast every day. It was scary, but it also wasn't in a way. Like, it's weird to explain. My access to the memories says that it was a happy time. I cried like 2 or 3 times, but like it was stressful. Of course I did, but I also don't remember those times very well. Where I stayed was really nice because I had like a lot of luggage, which was like 3 suitcases of luggage, and they let me keep it in a room because I was only staying there for like a week and a half. My family here helped me get a bus ticket from the place I was to a place nearby. I was there for a couple days, and then I got a ticket to a place near Prince George because Prince George didn't have the Greyhound bus going there, and my aunt picked me up from nearby, and I stayed with her for a bit. A lot of ups and downs. My first experience being in Prince George was a lot of adjusting. I lived here for about half a year beforehand when I was staying with my mother during the last bit of her life. So I had to adjust to that, but adjust to things being both new and familiar. So I would take similar walks to the way I did before, but I had to get used to the idea of not being a student. Well, a journey of self-discovery does happen through the whole life, but for us, the beginning of that journey was being able to find resources and start making progress on learning about our mental health. There was a few different points. The first one was Foundry. That was the sort of like the building block of a foundation. And then from there was Yap, and a couple of stores that I went into were also really nice. there was one store that was spiritual based, and I had been raised sort of in a negative light when it came to spirituality and religion, and so having that positive experience with those things made a massive impact for me. Well, there's two things. The first is find a solid foundation. If that means finding a clinic or mental health area, then that's a good start. If that means just finding a roof over your head, that's a good start. The first step is that foundation, and then the second step is looking over your needs as a person and finding what you're missing. And when I say needs, I mean like self-care needs, so like spiritual, social, those sort of things. Finding the part that you're the weakest in and learning how to make that better.